You both still here? No, she went back downstairs.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
About Carol's gratitude for you.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
I don't... Oh dear.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately. And tired and feeble too. Thank you so much, Doctor. You're always so considerate.
I'm just doing my job.
Perhaps.
Yes.
But I have always been grateful for your concern, you know.
I'm well aware.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
I'm well aware. I'm getting...
I hope you can stay a little longer.
No. Getting several red flags and I don't like this. Please go downstairs and talk to your daughter. Please. I don't even know where the heck I would stand for this. I'm just gonna wait, I think. Just hang out. There they go. I don't know where I stand though. Oh, right here? Awesome. Ooh, what? Oh, okay, potatoes. I was like,
Be
excuse me?
careful, Carol. You're wasting good food here.
Yes, Mother.
I said be careful, child. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Mummy has been so clumsy again.
No, that's okay. It won't bleed for long.
You're so pale. Are you feeling sick? Do you need to see a doctor?
No, I'm fine. I already saw the doctor last week.
Don't
Oh.
be silly. You must see a doctor. Just don't tell him how clumsy your mummy is, all right? I love you so much, my baby.
I love you too, Mother.
Oh. Okay. She named, look, Carolyn Price, she named her daughter after herself.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
No.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
You're abusing your daughter.
You are responsible for your daughter's many injuries and scars, Carolyn. You brutalize her, don't you?
How could I abuse my own flesh and blood? This is nonsense. It would be like hurting myself.
You really believe you've done nothing wrong, don't you? How long has this been going on for? I should have seen it when you were my patients.
Seen what? Child abuse? Are you mad, Dr. Reid? I dedicated my whole life to my precious Carol. She is a part of me.
Yes. Even her name is just a part of yours.
Exactly.
This is a terrible tragedy. Something of an unknown disorder. My God. Abuse that comes from overwhelming love.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How dare you say something like that? What kind of a monster do you think I am?
It's not from love, Jonathan. It's from insecurities and some crazy need to keep her daughter in control and near her because she couldn't survive if her daughter left. How often does this happen?
Tell me, Carolyn, Do you often wound or hurt your daughter by mistake?
No. I always thought it was Carol's clumsiness that caused these incidents. Maybe it's a family trait, Doctor.
You really believe it's just bad luck and being clumsy, then?
Of course, Doctor. What else could it be? I have nothing to hide.
She either doesn't see it or she's convinced herself it comes from something else.
Speak to me, Carolyn. Why do you behave like this? How does it make you feel to hurt Carol before cajoling her?
I don't know. It makes me feel good to take care of my daughter. I need to feel useful. No one ever takes care of me. I need someone to take care of me.
Do you realize Carol is a person? Not a toy, not a doll. The poor girl would put her hand in a flame to please you. You are both trapped in this toxic relationship.
Carol and I are perfectly happy. Leave us be. How stupid I was to believe you could be a suitable husband.
Oh, geez. Does this matter? I mean, yes. Also, yes. Damn it.
You're a threat to Carol, and no child should feel unsafe in the presence of their parents.
No, Dr. Reid. You are the threat. You are threatening to separate a mother from her only daughter, from the meaning of her life.
That's not the meaning of her life. The meaning of her life is not you. It's not how this works. Maybe the meaning of your life, or at least that's what you told yourself. Oh, good God.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
It's what her own insecurities have brought her to. Carol, please come upstairs. Please come upstairs. Please, please, please come upstairs. Please come over and sit down. Let me talk to you.
I hope you can stay.
Oh, her hand. Oh.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
She's saying something different.
Good evening, young lady.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
Right, because she doesn't want you having your own self-identity.
Do you need my medical attention?
Oh, please, sir. Do not waste your time with me. There is nothing to be worried about.
It's not true.
Don't be shy. It's my duty to take care of you.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged.
Is it true you often hurt yourself, Carol?
Yes, it's true. I try to behave, I really do. But one way or another, I always end up injured or wounded. I'm so stupid.
Why would you be stupid?
It's like I can't help getting under my mother's feet. That's how I end up being pushed, cut, or burned. You see, I'm a stupid girl, really.
When exactly do these accidents happen?
Ever since I was little. That's why I need to stay with Mum. I'm not capable of taking care of myself.
So he used compulsion there to ask her, is it true you hurt yourself? And she said yes, which means she actually believes that she herself is causing these accidents to happen, which is what happens often with abuse victims.
You need to understand you are in danger, Carol. Your mother is responsible for all your injuries.
That's a lie. She has always taken good care of me. She only gets irritated when I get under her feet. It's my fault. My mum loves me so much.
Yes, Carol. Your mother believes she loves you as much as you're convinced she loves you. But you are both trapped in a toxic relationship that puts you in danger.
What are you saying? That she lied to me all these years? That she wants me to be miserable? My mother has dedicated her life to my safety.
Your mother doesn't see you as a person. Your mother is terribly sick. Apparently, this is not the one to pick. This is also, like, the abuser normally isn't aiming for that, but that happens a lot.
Your mother is terribly sick, Carol. She suffers from one of the most sadistic attitudes I've ever encountered, and tortures you with a twisted sense of love.
No, my mum loves me and only wants the best for me. It's my fault if I can never do anything right. She deserved a better girl than me.
Oh my god. Well, this is horribly accurate and tragic and sad.
Goodbye, Carol.
I hope you can stay a
I'm
little
sorry,
longer.
I can't.
No.
Perhaps you should talk with someone else.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
We're just gonna handle this. Because I don't have the right to lock you into an institution for mental health and rehab that you clearly seriously need. Maybe some meds. I don't know what to do with your situation.
Poor me. Oh no, poor me. I'm dying. For real. No one will cry for me now.
But they will not be forgotten.
You'll be okay. Taking that. 300 shillings? Oh my god, put them back. That poor girl needs them. Alright, let's go find Aloysius, who is up this way. Where am I? There we go, over here.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Where does this go? Oh, there's more house? It's gotta be crazy. This guy's twin brother died. Someone he's probably had beside him for all of life. And then now he's obsessed with not dying. Not suffering the same fate. Your house is huge, dude. I'm gonna loot all of it. Newspaper article. Execution of John Francis Sparrow. 21 has been hung this morning in the prison of Pentonville. Mr. Sparrow was sentenced to death after being found guilty of the murder of his sister, Alexandra Sparrow. Until the end, the man claimed he was innocent. No formal proof of his presence at the crime scene was ever brought to the court, but he has been sentenced to death and executed anyway. Scotland Yard refused to open the case despite the many holes in the chains of events, which ended with the death of Miss Sparrow. Charles Albright, who conducted the inquiry for Scotland Yard, refused to answer any of our questions, but 3 weeks ago he was demoted without any official explanation. What a strange way to reward an efficient inquiry. What the frick? Scotland Yard refused to reopen the case despite the many holes in the chains of events. And Charles Albright was fired.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to talk to him about that. That's important. After I finish looting your house. Oh yeah, okay. Like, we're not downstairs anymore. You have to actually press the buttons. That. I don't need all this stuff. I have so much of it. Okay, I don't want to... Let's go talk to Charles Albright. We're gonna go do that. I want to get all my experience before I handle this guy. And inevitably sleep. Come on, game.
Dr. Reid, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Mm-hmm. Is it true you were reduced in rank?
Is it true you were dropped in rank? Tell me about it.
Yes, it is. I made a terrible mistake. I deserved it. Sometimes I think I should have resigned.
So why are you still working here?
Because I'm a damn fine copper. I just don't want to have someone innocent hung again by mistake because of me.
The death penalty is not an efficient deterrent.
Oh.
I sometimes think it pushes criminals to more violence, since they know they have nothing to lose.
I agree. I'm convinced all civilized nations should abolish the death penalty. Maybe after the war, once that bloodshed is over, the survivors will change that.
I don't believe in the death penalty, but not for those reasons. I don't think we should kill people, especially when there could be innocent people. That's a huge problem. I also believe more in working toward rehabilitation and stuff like that. You don't believe in the death penalty?
Why do you think there shouldn't be a death penalty?
I believe no one should decide to take a man's life. Not a nation or a government.
Are you a pacifist, Inspector?
No, sir. But I believe in divine justice. Only God has the right to decide who will live and who must die.
I'm more in line with those reasonings. We don't have the right to do that. I guess that's everything then. Other than your investigation into the person that we already know about.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
We will, because once she shows back up, I'll have to talk to you again. Look at that sweet experience up in that corner. I am excited about that. Back inside. Okay, so we did upstairs and downstairs. Let's see what else we can find in this man's house. It's huge. I would go crazy living in a house like this all by myself. Okay, is that him? That's him. Okay, I don't want to talk to him. Before I've looted everything. I guess I mean, the game's not gonna just suddenly kick me out of his mansion, but still. It's locked.
It's locked. It's locked,
I know,
right?
Jonathan. I know. There's another one?
It's locked.
You have 2 safes? How does that work? Do I get 2 keys for killing you? How does that work? Alright, let's go talk to you.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reid. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your
Look at his eyes!
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
Look at his eyes!
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reid. Planned very carefully.
In what way? We can take a few minutes. I'm the only vampire here.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold, so cold.
How do you feel about being my progeny?
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
That's not how it works. How do you feel about feeding on blood?
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reid, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Well, that's problematic, sir. About the Guard of Priwen?
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
What about they're coming at you with a gun? Although you will be a vampire, so there's that.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reid, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Yeah, of course you will. Walls will contain an epidemic?
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
You could also create a giant trap.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
Yeah, and how do you make that decision?
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority.
No, it doesn't.
Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
Yeah, I'm sure. Those aren't tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
You'll create 2 separate prisons.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
You'd be isolating the rich from the poor.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
That's not how you do it.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last, All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Except how? How do you prepare for this? This is the best thing that you can do. You actually calm him. He accepts the death. He donates all of his money to charity. Everybody in the game gets healed if they're sick. It's actually pretty damn awesome. You can make him a vampire, and I'm sure he's just as terrible as he says. But we're gonna do this instead.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Haunting words. Yeah, 20,000 experience points. First key. Second key. He's got 3 freaking safes. Is it this one? And then the third key's upstairs. Something was glittering at me. Oh, look at all these treatments! All this stuff you've locked away, nobody to use. Wait, was it up here? Yes, okay. There we go. Yeah, Reid is slowly getting more and more sadistic here. 500 shillings. Oh. There's a back door, right? Oh, no. No. Oh, sir. Sir. We wiped the blood off our mouth, right? We've gotten that taken care of? Oh, no.
Is it done, Dr. Reid? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
Well, he didn't survive.
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
I'm cool with this. Go have fun.
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
Oh. Bridget?
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Oh. How did you meet her?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as
She
you
actually
did.
went. What kind of answers?
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot.
Oh.
Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Oh. She went into the sewers.
Lady Ashbury in in the sewers. Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
What questions did she have? No one saw you?
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all his secrets.
What's going on?
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Well, that's good.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Oh no. I have questions first.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
How did she find you?
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
I mean, we already know what you think of her.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you? Obviously to ask questions.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Oh, this is how she found out about Lord Redgrave. This is why she was so happy. Where is she now?
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Lord Redgrave knows you?
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Tell me that story. I want to hear it.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Aww.
Tell her I worry about her.
Do not, for she has had strength and wisdom for so much longer than you. Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
I thought... Hold on.
Go now, young Ekon. You are awaited elsewhere.
I thought we could... Do we run into her later? Did I miss that conversation? Yep, she's home. I don't know if it's I don't know if I missed it. I'm like, there was more to that story between Bridget and Redgrave, and I thought that was the conversation where she actually told you what happened, but maybe I'm mistaken? Should I? No, I should go talk to Lady Ashbury, but then, if I sleep, I could sleep. It shouldn't mess up the hospital. And then if I sleep, I should sleep. Let's do that.